Students, welcome in class 5th. Okay, today is our first class in the new session, and let me introduce myself. My name is Kirti and I'm going to take your subject English. Okay, so what is the date today? Today's date is 12th April 21. Before starting anything, let me first introduce you the books. I hope you all have purchased the books. So let me first show you the books. We have 3 books in English. Okay. First one is Tune In. This is a conversation book. You all are studying in an English medium school. So what is your first duty? First duty is to speak in English. And how you will practice? You should practice reading conversation at home and you should practice with your family and friends. Yes, we will also practice together. Let the school open and we will practice together how to speak English. Second book is your Open Skies book. See, this is your Open Skies book and this is your English literature book. In English literature, you are having the poems as well as the chapters where we will read them and we will try to understand them, and then we will try to learn the vocabs, and then we will do the question answers. This is the English literature book. Okay. The third book is your Essential English Grammar and Composition. In this book, we are going to practice the different exercises of grammar as well as the writing skills section, that is the paragraph writing and the letter writing. Let the session begin. We will do all the things smoothly. You don't have to worry at all. So let's start today's class with Open Skies book. Everyone please take out your Open Skies book, and we have first poem, that is the Daffodils. Have you heard the name of daffodils? Daffodils is what? Daffodils is a flower. Okay, which color flower? It is a yellow color flower. So this is the poem Daffodils. You can see here. First, we will read the poem and then I am going to explain it to you. Okay, let's begin our class.
Daffodils by William Wordsworth. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not be but gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For oft when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils.
Students, I hope you have read the poem with me. Daffodils is a poem which is written by William Wordsworth. And you know who was William Wordsworth? William Wordsworth was a nature-loving poet. That means he used to write poem basically on nature. Okay, he used to love nature and he used to spend time in nature only. Okay, now I will read and I will explain you the poem. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, When all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. Beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. I wandered lonely as a cloud. Lonely means who is not having any companion. And as the clouds move in the sky without most of it without any companion, that means a single clouds move from one place to another. Similarly, the poet is also wandering. Wandering means moving from one place to another like a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills. That means the clouds are floating where? On the hills and the mountains and the valleys. When all at once I saw a crowd. The poet was wandering alone and suddenly he saw a crowd. Crowd means a group. Group of what? A group of a host of golden daffodils. Host is the word which is a collective noun which is used for the daffodils. Okay. So the poet was wandering all alone and all of a sudden he came across a group of flowers. What was the flower? The flower was golden daffodils. You will say it is yellow in color. That's why it is considered as golden in terms of poem. Beside the lake, beneath the tree. Now where is the golden daffodils? Beside the lake. That means a lake was flowing there, and beside the lake, just beside the lake, there were a group of flowers, a host of golden daffodils beneath the tree. That means tall trees were there, and just beneath them there were yellow flowers all over there, which is what? Which is daffodils. Fluttering and dancing in the breeze. That means small plants, just imagine how they move with the wind. Similarly, the flowers, that is the daffodils, were also fluttering and dancing with the breeze. Breeze is the moving wind, moving air. Now, continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. That means when the poet was seeing them, it was continuous it was there and it was endless. That means till where the eyes of the poet was going, the daffodils were spread till there. That means like in the sky, in the Milky Way, like many stars are there, innumerable stars are there. Similarly, the flowers are also endless in number. They stretched in never-ending lines along the margin of the bay. That means the lake was flowing, and in the margin, in the bay, that means at the corner of the lake, the daffodils were fluttering and dancing, innumerable in number. That means till the stretches, it was there only. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. Means the poet is saying, I can imagine that it must be 10,000. That means 10,000 flowers at a glance. That means it is really innumerable. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. That means the lake was also flowing there, and the lake was also having waves. The waves were also moving with the breeze. Here the daffodils were also moving with the breeze. But what is amusing the eyes of the poet? The daffodils, not the waves of the lake. Why? It is having more amusement than the waves. And what else a poet wants? Just to enjoy the nature. Basically, the poet wants to spend time in nature, and this thing, it is just a lottery for the poet that he was walking and he saw a host of golden daffodils there, and he was just imagining and thinking himself to be with a jocund company. Jocund means a happy company. It is like a wealth to the poet. Okay. For oft when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon the inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. That means for oft. Oft is the word used for often. O-F-T. Oft is used for the word often. Now, what the poet is saying, often when he is vacant, that means he is not doing anything and just sitting on his couch. Couch is a sofa, and he is just sitting like this, idle, and just thinking something. Suddenly, this image comes in his mind. Which image? The image of the daffodils. And if he was sad, if he was nervous, or if he was having a low mood, this just act as a bliss. It just changes the mood of the poet, and he himself feel very energetic, and he means he is filled with energy. Okay, and now that sadness has gone, and that emptiness, that is the poet was sitting idle, that idleness has gone, and now the poet is imagining himself to be happy, and now he is filled with positive vibes by just imagining the scene of the daffodils fluttering and dancing. So this is the poem Daffodils, by which the poet has explained the scenario. Which scenario? The nature. That means how beautiful is the nature, how nature heal us when we are sad or when we are not in a good mood. If we go to the nature, if you are sad and if you are not playing and if you are not doing anything, and you are just going to a park and sit there, you are watching the other children playing, you feel what? You feel a bit energy, you have some energy in you. Yes, same is the condition of the poet. He is sad, but as he remembers the sight of the daffodils, he is filled with energy. That's all for this poem. I hope you have understood, and now your homework is to read the poem twice and try to underline the difficult words. Now first you will underline the difficult words with pencil, and then you will turn the page and you will see the vocabs. If the word meanings are given there, you can check there. If not, you can ask me between 1 to 2 p.m. at my WhatsApp number. Is it clear? Thank you students, and have a nice day. Keep learning. Stay safe at home. Bye-bye.